Hello students. So now in this lecture we're gonna do some different kinds of sums which are there in the exercise. We'll see how to find the expected values and variance when we have a statement like this. As the same question, this question that is there in the exercise, I guess it is a question number 11th, where you will see that you have to find the mean. As in this chapter, mean is known as what? Expected value. That means here we have to find e of x for this question. If it says that we have to find the variance also, then you will find v of x also. But here for this question, now we have to find only expected value. For what? We have to find expected value for what? Number of heads. So here we'll consider this as x as number of heads in three tosses of a fair coin. That means suppose if a coin is tossed for three times, how many number of heads will there? That means the possibility. Can I say if a three coin is tossed, so the value of x will be, that means the range of x will be what? It will contain three head. If a three coin is tossed means what? Suppose if a three coin is tossed, in all the three coin, head will be there, head will appear, or else two head will come on any two coin. There will be a one possibility also. Yes or no? One possibility also. It means when a coin is tossed three times, so what will be the range of the x? It will contain three heads. It will contain two heads also. It contain one, and it contain zero head also. Zero head means there will be only tail on the coin. So here the first thing is what? As I told in the previous lecture also, whenever you have to find the mean and variance, see to it that without the value of x and p of x, without this table, we cannot find our answer. This table is known as what? Probability distribution table. Okay. Without this, we cannot find mean and variance. There is one more method from which we can find our answer without using the probability distribution, but I will suggest to solve the sums of these types of sums by probability distribution method only. So the first thing what? You have to read and understand the question, try to construct a table with respect to x and p of x. Yes or no? As now here we got the value of x what? 0, 1, 2 and 3. Simply we have to find the probability of 0 head, probability of 1 head, probability of getting 2 head, and probability of getting 3 head. As we know that when a coin is tossed for three times, so what will be the sample space? Sample space, I hope you all might be knowing the concept. If one coin is tossed, if one coin is tossed, sample space will be what? N of s will be what? 2. If a two coin is tossed, N of s will be what? 4. If a three coin is tossed, N of s will be what? 8. Yes or no? If suppose a four coin is tossed, so N of s will be what? 16. Here the concept goes like this: power of 2, 2 raised to 1, 2 square, 2 cube, 2 raised to 4. It means suppose if one coin is tossed, so answer will be 2. If two coin is tossed, so answer will be 4. If a 3 coin is tossed, so n of s will be 8. If a 4 coin is tossed, so n of s will be what? 16. Yes or no? So now we'll see how to present the sum and how to prepare a table, that means probability distribution table, and then how to find the expected value for this question. So in exercise there are 4 to 5 sums which are based on a statement sum, and then you have to find the mean and the variance with respect to that. So right now here we have to find the mean for number of head. So we'll start here writing with solution. We'll write x as number of heads. Okay, and then we'll write here s as a coin is tossed 3 times. So what will be the sample space? I hope you all might be knowing the concept. We used to write 4 times head, 4 times tail, 2 times head, 2 times tail, 2 times head, 2 times tail, 1 time head, tail, H T H T H T. I hope you all might be knowing how to prepare the sample space for when a 3 coin is tossed. Yes or no? So here clearly we can see that n of s is equals to what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Consider this is the first coin, this is the second, and this is the third coin. If a 3 coin is tossed, either there will be a 3 heads appear on the coin, or else on the first and second coin, suppose there is a head in, so in the third coin it will be tail. Like that, n of s will be what? 8. Yes or no? Understood? After finding n of s, we'll find the range of x. Range of x, you will write in curly bracket, as clearly we can see that range of x will be what? Either it will contain 3 heads on the coin, or 2 heads, only 2 heads, 1, we can see the 1 possibility also, and we can see no heads appear on a coin also. Yes or no? So in this way you have to create, you have to write the value of x. Once you got the value of x, so the next part is what? To find probability of x. So here how to find the probability of x? So here the first value is 0. So the first value is 0. So we'll write probability of getting how many heads? 0 heads. Yes or no? How many heads? 0 heads. And we know that to find probability of any event, what is the formula? N of a upon n of s. As your n of s is what? 8. So whenever you are finding probability of any value of x, like p of 0, p of 1, p of 2, p of 3, so the formula will be what? Same, n of a upon n of s. So for each and every event, the sample space remains same. Yes or no? That will be what? 8. Simply we have to find the probability of getting 0 head, probability of getting 1 head, probability of getting 2 heads, and probability of getting 3 heads. Okay, so here we'll write what? X equal to 0. This indicate what? You'll find the probability of getting 0 head, exactly 0 head. Equal to symbol means what? Exactly 0 head. Yes or no? So probability of getting zero head, as here clearly we can see that the formula for probability is what? N of a upon n of s. So here n of s will be what? 8. Now simply we have to find n of a, as here n of a is what? A is what? Probability of getting zero head. So now we'll check where is zero head. Zero head, zero head. Here in all the coins there are heads, heads. Okay, so there is only the one case where you will see that there is no head. So probability of getting zero head, as here we are getting only one possibility where you can see that in all the coins there are tail, there is no head. So n of a will be what? For the probability of getting zero head will be what? 1 by 8. I hope you all understood. Yes or no? Or you can present the sum like this also. Probability of getting zero head, zero head is TTT. So here we are getting only one possibility of getting zero head. So this we can consider as n of a. So n of a will be equals to what? 1. So the answer will be for probability of getting zero head will be what? 1 by 8. Now we'll move on to the next, probability of getting one heads. So clearly we can see that one head appear where? Here in this case and in this case. Here we have two head, 2 2. Okay, so here we are getting what? HTT, THT, TTH. So clearly we can see that here we are getting what? N of a as 3. So probability of getting one head, so the formula will remain same, n of a upon n of s. So n of s, it is 8. So n of a here we got 3. So in this way you have to find the values. Yes or no? So like the first one, here we got 1 by 8. For probability of getting one head, we got 3 by 8. Now we'll find for the next one. Probability of getting two heads. So here two heads are where? This one and this one. Yes or no? That will write HHT, HTH and THH. So here also the N of A, we are getting what? 3. In exam, this part no need of writing. If you want to present this step, you can. Otherwise directly you can write probability of getting zero head is 1 by 8, probability of getting one head is 3 by 8, so and so. Okay, if you want you can write this step. So therefore probability of getting two head will be what? The formula remains same, n of a upon n of s. N of s is what? 8. So for this n of a will be what? 3. So here we got 3 by 8 as the answer. Okay, so the next one is what? Probability of getting three heads. So three heads will be what? Yeah, we're getting only one possibility where you can see that we have three heads. Okay, so n of a here it will be 1. So therefore probability of getting three heads will be what? N of a upon n of s. So n of s is 8. N of a will be what? 1. So here we got the required probability for each and every possibility, for 0, for 1, for 2 and for 3. Okay, so now after this we'll write what? The required, we'll write what? The required, therefore the required PDF is x and p of x. So here x is what? 0, 1, 2 and 3. P of x, Probability of getting 0 head is what? 1 by 8. Probability of getting 1 head is what? 3 by 8. Probability of getting 2 head, again it is 3 by 8, and probability of getting 3 head is 1 by 8. As now here we got the required PDF. So as here we got the required PDF now. Now the main thing is what? We have to find the expected value, that means mean. Mean and expected both are one and the same. Okay, so the symbol is what? E of x. Okay, so as I told in the previous lecture also, this without the probability distribution we cannot able to solve the mean as well as variance also. But here just simply we have to find mean only. Okay, so now, so we'll consider this capital X as xi and p of x as pi. So xi, pi, so next will be what? Xi and pi. So here we have 0, 1, 2 and 3. Probability is what? 1 by 8, 3 by 8, 3 by 8 and 1 by 8. As simply we have to find e of x, so no need of increasing the column for xi square, and the last one will be xi square into pi. Remember this. Okay, when you will increase this xi square and xi square into pi, when you have to find the variance. As for this question we have to find only mean, so we'll multiply this two number. So here this will be 0, this will be 3 by 8, this will be 6 by 8, this will be what? 3 by 8. As here clearly we can see that we can reduce this number 6 and 8, but keep as it is, as we know that whenever the denominator is same it will be easy for us to add the number. Okay, now we have to find the total of this, yes or no? So now we'll write the formula of e of x is what? Total of xi and pi. So that means we have to find the total. So 0 plus 3 by 8 plus 6 by 8 plus 3 by 8. So here the denominator is same, yes or no? So this will be what? 3 plus 6 plus 3. So the final step will be what? Here you will get 12 by 8. So we can reduce this number. 4 3s are 4 2s are, so 3 upon 2, it will be 1.5. So here we got the expected value, that means mean, as 1.5 when the number of heads in 3 tosses of a fair coin. Okay, remember this. So for this, whenever a 3 coin is tossed, the mean value is 1.5. Okay, as the number of tosses will change, as suppose if 3 is replaced by 2 toss, if a coin is tossed 2 times, so expected value will be different. If it toss for 1 time, the expected value again it will be different. Suppose it toss for 4 times, and even there is one sum in the exercise where you have to find the mean only for number of heads in 4 tosses, that means a 4 coin is tossed. Okay, now suppose if this 3 is replaced by 2, if 3 is replaced by 2, so here you will write x number of head only. A coin is tossed, here you will write 2 times. So sample space will be what? When a 2 coin is tossed, the samples will be what? In both the coin head will be there, and suppose in first coin head is there, so in the second coin it will be tail. Suppose in the first coin it is a tail, so in the second coin it will be head, and in both the coin tail will be there. So n of s will be what? 4. As I told, I had explained here also, whenever a 2 coin is tossed, remember the concept for a coin. It is in the power of it is a power of 2. 2 raised to 1 indicate what? If one coin is tossed. 2 raised to 2 indicate what? A 2 coin is tossed. 2 raised to 3 indicate what? 3 coin is tossed. 2 raised to 4 indicate what? A 4 coin is tossed. Okay. So here whenever we have to find the possibility for 2 coin, so n of s is what? 4. Okay. So range of x will be what? Range of x will be what? It will contain 2 head, it will contain only 1 head, or it will contain 0 head. So can you see, as when it toss for 3 times, the range is what? 3 2 1 0. It means 3 coin, when a 3 coin is tossed, there will be 3 head on the coin. Either it will be a 2 head, 1, yeah, 0. Whenever a coin is tossed for 2 times, the range of x will be what? 2 1 and 0. Okay. And then rest you have to find like this only: probability of getting 0 head, probability of getting 1 head, and probability of getting 2 head. After that you will find the required PDF, and then you will find the expected value. Same, suppose if it is replaced by 4. So what will be the n of s? N of s will be what? N of s. N of s. So when a 4 coin is tossed, so n of s, logically we can say it will be 16. Here we have the technique, 2 raised to 4, that means 16. So how to present the sample space? For 3 coin, we wrote 4 times head and 4 times tail. So here we'll write 8 times head to present the sample space. This is the technique. You write 4 times head, sorry, 8 times head and 8 times tail. Then after that you will write 4 times head, 4 times tail, 4 times head. Yes or no? 4 times tail. After that 2 times head, 2 times tail, 2 times head, 2 times tail, 2 times head, 2 times tail, 2 head, 2 tail. And in the last you will write head, tail, head, tail, head, tail, ht, 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 ht. So in this way you will prepare your sample space, as this is the first coin, second coin, third coin, and fourth coin. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15, and this is 16. So here we got n of s as 16. So what will be the range? Range of x, common sense, you will get 4 head on a coin. Either you will get 3 2 1 or 0. Okay. So now after this same, you will find the probability of getting 0 head, probability of getting 1 head, 2 3 and 4, and then you will prepare a required PDF, and then you will find expected mean. So this 2 question you will consider as a homework, as an assignment. The question will be same: find the expected value for number of head in, this will be for 2 tosses, and this will be for 4 times a coin is tossed. Okay. So this 2 sums, the remaining part please try by yourself. Okay. And this true sum, again, it is there in the exercise. I hope you all understood how to present the sum whenever we have a statement sum and you'll find the expected value or a variance. So in this way you have to present the sum in the board exam. First you will write x is what, x indicate what, number of head. Then after that you will write the sample space. Then the range of x is compulsory. After that you will find the probability for the range of x, as your range of x is what, 0 1 2 3. So first we'll find probability of getting 0 head, then probability of getting 1 head, probability of getting 2 head, and probability of getting 3 head. After that, you will prepare a table which is known as a required PDF. As I had explained in the last lecture also, without this we cannot able to prepare the table. So after this you will prepare a table where you will get the answer of xi and pi will be what, 1.5. So this total of xi and pi, it is known as what, e of x, and e of x is also known as what, mean. So here we got the mean as 1.5. Okay, and so please try this two question by yourself. So consider this two as a assignment or a homework. Okay, I hope you all understood the sums. So in the next lecture we'll see the sums based on dice, as this was the based on the coins, and in the next lecture we'll see the sums based on dice. And suppose if a one dice is thrown, or else if a two dice is thrown, so what will be the possibility, what will be the sample space, what will be the range of x, and how to find the mean for when a dice is thrown or a two dice is thrown. So till then, goodbye, see you in next lecture.